Hi, this is the real Tariq, and today I'm talking you through building a new hires use case. So the new hires is a pretty useful signal to target. New hires are great personas to target because they're fresh in their role, so they have time to rediscover priorities. And secondly, they usually have budget to spend, so that makes for great buyers. So we're going to use a Sales Navigator search to power this, and that's pretty simple. So essentially, what I've done is I've built a little query of people who work in the right companies, given the filters here. And what's important is that I've toggled this filter called change jobs. And I've made sure that they're in their company for less than 1 year and they're in this position for less than 1 year to rule out any sort of people who got promoted and not fresh new roles. And so once I have this query, I can just copy this over from the browser and bring it to a data model in Cargo. And so here I've set up a data model on the SalesNav connector where I just copy paste this URL and I can create this model. And then once I have that model, I can build a workflow on top. So here I'm taking one of the people who just started at this company called Lovable, um, and I'm going to put these people into my CRM and ping someone, given which kind of opportunity we're dealing with. And so the process is pretty simple. Um, the first thing I do is I enrich the company for this person, just to have more information. And once I have that, I can find the email using the Cargo email waterfall. It's pretty simple. I pass in the first name, last name, company, domain. It spits out an email using a bunch of providers. Um, then I need to write this company to the serum, and I can show you that. So was the output of this action, creating Lovable in my serum. I use an upsert here, which means uh, an insert or an update. So it'll try to insert the company if the domain does not exist in the CRM. If it does exist, then it will just update the existing company. So in this case, it was a new company, and we upserted it with these mappings. The second thing I'm going to do is add contacts. So here, similar process. I've upserted a contact based on the email, and I've added a few properties. Um, and here I'm adding someone with the last name Salonen, which whom I can see in my serum. Um, Voila. So once the serum bit is done, then we have one last step. We use a switch to sort of identify what kind of opportunity this is. And so that's usually a status in your HubSpot. Here I'm using the lifecycle stage. And so given the kind of opportunity it is, I want to ping my sales reps to make sure that they're quick in actioning this opportunity, right? And so I'm crafting a message based on that kind of opportunity to the sales rep. And once I'm done with this, I can publish this version, uh, and so the publishing is pretty easy. And then what I'll look to do is set up a recurring workflow. So here I'm setting an interval for every 2 weeks. So it's looking for new people added to this list. In the sales nav list, I'm only going to enroll them once each. I press save and make sure my workflow is enabled. And so this will run programmatically in the future for any new hires. Meanwhile, for the people that are already in that list today, one option for enrolling them is I can enroll them manually. So here, this is the list of people, so about 1,300, and I can just press enroll to create these runs in my workflow. And voila, that's the new hires use case for you.